don't build a church and name after me, because it is not I who was crucified. Martin Luther never started the Lutheran Church. Never. When he died, the people said, well, he has taught us a lot of new things. The Lutheran Church was born. How many churches now? 3. If you come to from Abak, if you want to find the Church of Christ, maybe they will not tell you. Just ask for hours here, and they say, oh, that's the Church of Christ. Because they think that I own the church. People who are out, this stereotype. They think I own the church. I was a deacon in Kwaimu, from where I came. I'm not anything in the Church of Christ, except that I'm just a member. I'm not one of the elders. I'm not one of the deacons. Sometimes I don't know what is happening inside a local church until I ask and they tell me. So they say, so that's how the Lutheran Church was named. Many scholars from Europe came and learned about Luther's work. Then came the Baptist Church, and so on and so on. When the church went to America, like mushroom, many churches sprang up. When it came to Africa, and the thing is mixed up. That's reformation, trying to improve what God has put together. But remember, Jesus said, upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of hell, all these ambitious decorations brought into the church, will not prevail against it. So I'm begging you, if you are one of those people that are trying to change the teachings of the church, in that way destroying the one faith that was given to us, I'm begging you, stay away. Because God does not spare anybody. Paul Apostle says in one of his writings, I think, is it Galatia? I'm not a Bible student. If it is me who have preached, or an angel coming from heaven to give you another gospel, which is not, woe unto that person. Is it Galatia? Huh? Okay, good. You know, I never went to Bible college. I have friends. I asked, where is this? So, even Paul, the apostle, says he could go to hell because of bringing another gospel. So, be warned. Secondly, or thirdly, I want you to learn about the Church of Christ in your community. Even if you live in the city, you go home, make friends with people in your local church, know them. Don't just worship in the city, but nobody knows you in their home congregation. This is not from the church, but this is a civic duty. If you live in a village far away or nearby, go to your village and learn about your people, your culture, because that's how to become a leader. Do you know that I am a villager? Do you know that? I live in the village with the people. And people say, what? These people will kill you. They have not killed me. And if you make trouble with me, you have trouble with troublesome people. Because I live with them. Try to understand your people if you want to lead them. The question of if the Church of Christ people only will go to heaven, I can't answer that question because I'm God. Don't put other people down. The Apostle Peter says, where will judgment begin? Where? Which church? Good. If we who think we know, we are candidates, how much less That's what you should tell them. Don't condemn people, because although I'm not God, but when the church was lost entirely in history. People kept it for us. The songs we are singing, do you think all of them were written by members of the Churches of Christ? No. So leave that, because God says, I have another flock. I don't know where the flock is. He knows. And teach the people that this is the church. That's why I tell people, this is the church. And I want to encourage you to appreciate, like Brother Essien has said, to appreciate you what the brethren have done. Learn about them. Try to find out, how did Brother Essien bring the church? What did he do? What was his life like? Because one day they will look up to you. People will look up to you for leadership. And whatever you do will reflect. It doesn't matter if you come from Tanekere or any of the places. If the church at Obonta or the church in Ogoja or anywhere in Nigeria is bad and you know about it and keep quiet, are you doing right? Speak up. Because the church is one. This is for all of you young people. I was a young man. A little child asked me, Grandpa, why are you bending? And you always have a stick to walk. Because the child, that's not how people walk. I told the child that, well, God is working on my body. I was a child like you. And when I was a child, I learned how to walk, and my mother was watching so that I don't fall. This is my second childhood. When I walk, my child watches me so I don't fall. Isn't that second childhood? So things are like that. It's a blessing for me that God has made me a child again. You know you can live a long life if it is God's will. I've listened to the talk that the people, the panel gave. If you gamble, the Bible doesn't write anything about gambling. But if you look at the dictionary, what is gambling? You are not sure of what it is. You just do it. You may win or lose. And people, I know of people who are poor because they gamble. Out of 100, maybe one will win. And people will, there are many people who will never grow rich as they gamble, because it's a gamble. I don't gamble. I gambled once when I was very young. Somebody took my money and bought the ticket. 3 weeks, the result didn't come. 1 month, the result came and I didn't win. I tell him, give me my money. That's not a good business. Drink? Well, if you drink, what gain does drink give to the body? I don't know. It will destroy your brain. And today, there are hard drugs in Nigeria. I don't know if your people have the one they call ice. Is it around your area? That's crack cocaine. Very bad. All those people who take ice in Kut, that's what they call it. Many of them will go mad. Is that what God created a young man to become? From drink. And if you are a drinker, watch out, because the likelihood of poisoning you is great. They'll poison you and you die, and their parents have lost something. So that is simple truths about all these things. Another important agency in the body for young people is sex. Well, God created sex for a purpose. And sex can destroy a young man or a young woman. So assume that you send a young girl to school, and before she finishes